Now, returning you to the Children of Primus.
Welcome.
Whoa.
Evening, everybody.
Yes,
I thought I was
By
going to
all
be late.
acceptance.
What
am I doing?
Comments are already running insane.
See that?
Yeah. No. You know, it's I had a slight technical issue. It's I realized when I was saving certain things, it changes the frequency of the audio. So then, if I don't change it back, then my audio just stops working. So I figured it out, and here we are, another Friends of Freestyle Sunday.
What is up with all the I am the destroyers? I was just going back through the comments. I am the destroyer. I am the destroyer. I am the destroyer.
There are many destroyers in our comments. So
There's most Telatraan, I cannot talk.
So I am
Telatraanian diarrhea going around.
I'm a destroyer mom. It says I'm the destroyer. Devastator also says it, and Swindle also says it, and YTFF, and it also mentions that they are the destroyer. And Transformers is cooked. And the way how Hasbro's running, I believe that. And Motormaster, Swindle and Motormaster always seem to be hanging out in the comments. I don't know if they're actually friends, but you know. And James Coleman, hey guys, finally got TF Studio Series Rise Out of Beef's Ape Link, and rest in peace to John Irwin, who voiced He-Man from Masters of the Universe. Rest in power, hero of Eternia. I did hear about that. Well, how are you guys doing?
Besides coughing,
Bad.
I'm very bad.
You know, myself,
The surgery got put off because of a scratch on my arm.
Right.
I mean,
It was right where one of the incisions was going to be made for them to put the scope down through my shoulder. And they were worried about it because it was inflamed. And if the surgery doesn't go through, then they're going to have to put a piece of necroflesh in there. They were worried about it being a place for infection to blossom. So not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow is my new surgery date.
Okay. You know, hopefully some better news from that.
I haven't done too much. Can I come hang out when you get that done?
Oh, sure.
I know.
Are you on a rocking horse? What is? You're sitting there going like this.
It's one of those. It's one of those computer chairs that goes back.
You know, myself, I've been sick for almost 2 weeks. I don't know what that's about. And Impactor mentioned that he's also getting over a cold as well. His cough.
It's either bronchitis or a cold. I don't know. I've been coughing like crazy for now 2 weeks.
And now it's taken his voice.
Yep, my voice is starting to become groggly. I have been able to now sound like Baver's Ironhide for a straight day.
Oh, are you going through it too?
I was going to say, he sounds like they finally dropped.
We're all going through it yesterday. No, Friday.
Impactor, it's called puberty.
It's not puberty.
It's called puberty. You're going to start getting hair on your body in places. And then your voice is going to get lower. You're going to get another appendage down there behind the little stub that's there now.
I have a mustache already.
Oh! He has a mustache.
I already hit puberty, I think, maybe back when I was 12. So, yeah, my voice has still stayed.
Yeah, last year.
You know what, man? I'll say good for you.
Last year. I was not 12 last year.
I could see, a year from now, it should be like, welcome, my name is Impactor Productions. And
okay, in his defense, that's more than Bach has.
This is Impactor Productions.
Also,
coming to you live
broadcast
from the East Coast.
I've officially hit 200 subscribers now.
Oh, lovely.
So I'm trying to finally get up there.
Swoop is also happy for you.
He does look like he's going like, yeah.
Did you guys see that they finally re-released the 86 Ultra Magnus?
Yes, I'm buying that thing in September.
Yeah, I pre-ordered him and Beachcomber.
I just gotta wait for my snow shoveling stuff to come in. When it's supposed to snow sometime soon, when it comes in, I'm snow shoveling, paying off my sister because she's the reason why I got a birthday gift. And
Nice.
after I do that, then I will be saving all my money to get those two.
I like that you're learning early on what it's like to be an adult because that's all that you do. You just wait 2 weeks for your money and then it goes away.
Well, for some, it's 1 week, but it's still that process of waiting a week.
We
Yeah.
Well, lawn mowing's the same thing.
Well, I could see in your area he's got a contract set up, so Impactor and Productions takes care of the landscaping, shoveling, and then he invoices them, gets paid at the end of the week.
Should make a commercial with like the robots in stop motion, like shoveling the snow or something.
Well, it's funny you say
And
that.
I sent you the link to the pre-order
Cool.
if you want to put it up.
Because years ago, I mean, back in the G1 days, like a company called Weedman that does weeds and lawns for everything. Their company colors are green, and they used a truck that looked like Hoist as one of their commercials. And it was a transforming Weedman truck commercial.
oh, that's awesome. I bet that you could find that up on YouTube. It might be kind of hard, but I've noticed recently a lot of people they found a bunch of VHS tapes with recorded commercials from back in the day, and they've been posting them online. So I'm sure if you look hard enough, you can find it.
Yeah,
My
I'm
dad
gonna
and
see
I
if I
watched
find it.
OG80s commercials. I watched almost every single Transformers G1 commercial, all the way to Beast Wars.
It was cool. There's a lot of commercials that even growing up that I'm seeing now for G1. We never got those commercials when we were younger. And here's the Ultra Magnus that Mr. Magnus has sent the link for.
Yeah, I saw they just put it back out the other day, which is really exciting. I believe it said it takes 32 steps.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the bio said, 32 steps. So it's not too bad. It's
Steps are such a
The,
subjective
the, the,
thing.
the toy itself beats it because you get all the good accessories with him. Because those blast effects right there are going to be my lifesaver in stop motions if I am able to acquire him.
Yeah, I love how every big Commander class figure always comes with like a giant pile of blast effects that's always clearly meant for you to just pass out to
And I
all the
like
figures.
how you see his dead body.
Mhm.
oh, they didn't have to do him dirty like that. Can you go back to that picture?
I'm like, they should have added some Junkions to that scene.
Yeah, no, like that's a fully a thing. You can pull them to pieces, just like you could with a Studio Series Cup.
I
Doesn't
didn't.
he use combiner war joints?
You might
Yeah,
want to like pan over to me.
they're
first.
full ratchet joints.
That's amazing. If I end up picking him up, that's how I'm gonna have him on the shelf. I'm just gonna pull him to pieces
Yeah,
and just
there
leave
it
him
is.
there.
Mr.
be like,
Yeah,
I
let me see if I can get my mic up here. You can hear this.
Those ratchets are soft and sounding on our end.
Mhm.
And I mean, they're in his elbows. They're everywhere. Hips,
Pin me next.
knees.
You two look like brothers.
Mhm. The Magnus that everybody wanted to buy before the Magnus that we have now.
That's
Which
right.
one is that? I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, my second birthday present that I bought.
One reason this guy stayed popular is this is the design that he had in
IDW.
Yeah, his More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light comics.
How much does that one go for? Because that's not a bad looking.
In box, he goes for $99.999.
And there is another pre-order that's out now too. I just sent you the link
And
for those that missed it before.
And if you try to buy him now, shipping also comes into a heavy thing, since shipping everywhere for him is either going to be something close to $7 to $8.
Can you like slow down and be a kid for a minute, man? Dang.
Sorry, I have my built-up blur energy.
We're looking at Mr. Magnus Jr. over here.
What? And then for the other birthday present that I also got, the first one who arrived was Smokescreen.
Lovely.
And after Prime Universe Smokescreen became Prime Universe Proud, which is his representation duplicate, the best duplicate of the bunch.
Yeah.
If I had to say this is the best one for like a reissues just because of the light piping, they did him 10 times better.
Oh yeah, you can see that glow from here.
That's why when I do the shuttle attack, it'll be very, very, very well made.
Oh.
Oh!
For those of you that missed it the first time, he's coming back.
Now that's tempting to say. Guys,
So you
tempting.
can use him as both a character and a background setting
Mm-hmm.
for your stop animations.
Oh wow.
I don't know if I could fit him into a stop motion. Magnus, and it was hard enough to fit into one.
Yeah. These
Well,
are
I mean,
tight.
like just using him when he's in his space shuttle launch pad mode. You can use him as a background element, is what I meant.
He's
So
a
you
Titan
could still
class figure,
manage
so he's
that.
huge.
The only stop motions I theoretically think I could do with Omega Supreme would be the one episode where he was a ship and then his platform mode on that planet with Jazz and Perceptor. But first I would have to get Astro Trains' Siege mold or 86 mold, since we just learned that he was getting an 86 toy, and I need to get Thrust. Those are the only two I need. Besides,
Hey, Mr. Magnus, how big is Omega Supreme both in base mode and robot mode compared to like a Combiner War Combiner?
Compared to a Combiner War Combiner, he is twice as tall.
Mm-hmm.
He's the same size as the shuttle.
Oh, okay, I see what you're. Both the the shuttle mode, and the robot mode are the same height. Is what you're.
how heavy is that thing?
Small child.
7, 8 pounds.
Maybe I could work out with that thing.
Well, on the Big Bad Toy Store description, it shows that it's 2 feet, and I actually just happen to have my tape measure next to me.
Yeah.
And who's handy? I got Orthea handy. How about that?
I love how he's just like, hey, you want to see something? Let me stop over at my in-house KB Toys.
You know what? We're kind of, I think, the only stream, like, you mention a character, and we most likely have
look
it.
at that.
Wow, you actually have all the female Combiner Wars members.
Yeah. The good thing to be is all the Combiner Wars combiners are like basically the same size, so whichever one it is, you get the impression of the right size.
Mr.
Right.
Magnus, is that like what upgrade kit is that for the female Combiner? Because that looks like Abominus's upgrade kit that you get for him. To me,
Oh,
looks
it
like.
doesn't have any upgrade kit.
The Fiend hands are not the characters. I know that.
I do want to give a
Oh,
quick
those
shout
are
out to
3D
your
printed.
T-shirt.
Those are 3D printed so that they're not those things with the claws on them.
Oh,
Oh, so he made them himself, or
Nice.
someone did. I like that you gave her Dazzle Strike there with the flaming knife.
Yeah.
My parents were lucky enough to get me Greenlight, actually. So I have the hardest one of the bunch to get.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I got Nova Star and Moon Racer.
I had Alita 1's Jet Mode Combiner, but I trashed the toy so hard when I was a young kid.
No,
Yeah.
for a size comparison, I just measured the recent Springer, and he stands about 7 inches tall. So that Omega Supreme is about 3, just slightly under 3 Springers on top of each other.
Boy. I will say, I've never had a Titan, but if I was going to get a Titan class figure, Omega Supreme is probably the one, because it's Omega Supreme.
I think that from now on,
I
we
can
should measure toys.
I can
and
put him next to
Springs.
SS Magnus since he's out right here.
He is dying.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yep.
Magnus is the size of his entire leg, practically.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing's monstrous.
Someone tells me if I tried to do a stop motion with that thing, my tab is going to fall more than that toy itself.
I'm pretty sure that it's funny to see that and then think about the fact that it's around the same size how people thought when the first Unicron came out.
Yeah.
Now, Impactor, if you're wanting to use them for workout equipment, then you got to get the
Oh
other
yeah,
one.
the Guardian robot version.
Oh goodness, you have both of them. Do you have Black Zarak? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Scorponok.
Yeah. He's never
There you
been
go.
open. He's sitting right over there.
Cybertron, War for Cybertron, 2 feet tall, Metroplex.
Yeah.
Fortress Maximus.
Yes.
And well, I'm pretty sure the final answer is Triptychon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the real test is going to be that divorce class Metroplex.
The
No,
third-party
not
one.
yet. That would definitely be a divorce class because I got a wedding to do.
The one that's basically just a roommate.
Oh, sorry?
I said the one that's basically just a roommate.
Exactly, yeah.
I think I'm gonna be upset if we all show up to his wedding and he doesn't have a transforming wedding cake.
I mean, it's going to transform from a wedding cake into a bunch of smaller pieces of cake.
Nice.
We're all going to transform it again, but we'll have to wait like a day.
Time to get some.
Hey, here you go, Impactor.
Ooh, Zarak.
I love that, man. I like to think of Anthony just like coming into the kitchen and being like, "Die, Autobots!"
My goodness, that is insane.
So Shiva Kobe in the comments says, I have been thwarted. Snow has prevented me from collecting the SS-86 Galvy for the time being.
It's wild because isn't that box like the same size as like a PlayStation 5 box? That's a really big box.
Yeah.
And Tor Vintage Review says, that's right, Impactor. Work on that arm kibble.
No!
I don't think he can talk when he doesn't even do that himself.
We'll save that for the war segment.
Can we just end this entire arm kibble situation? I haven't done anything customization related to arm kibble besides trying to fix a Transformer's broken arm.
Yeah, he was doing medical stuff.
Yes, aka trying to use super glue and trying to fix Cup's arm here.
We have Dr. Impactor in the house.
I have experience using super glue. I have done it multiple times. Including...
Kregel. He uses the Kregel.
Yes, except I have glued my fingers together once.
No. I heard that when you go to get your bachelor's degree, they teach you how to use Gorilla Glue.
And water make a very good team. Because, well...
Don't put it in your eyes. Don't use it for eye drops. It's bad time. Bad time.
I don't even have a nightstand, so there's no physical way I need that for eye drops.
And I've talked to your dad. Don't eat it like you eat the paste.
You guys are gay
for
because
your
of laughing
spin.
out loud with me spitting out apple juice.
This is the last one I can see a big bad toy store that I think people would actually be looking for.
Cool. And Torb says, Dr. Impactor, who works with Autobot Auschwitz.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Who's Auschwitz?
Oh, no.
And let's see what
Who is Auschwitz?
history class.
You'll learn about it in a couple years.
A history class.
Yeah. Wait until you read Elie Wiesel's Night.
Oh god, something tells me this ain't gonna end well.
It won't.
It won't.
You guys are gonna make me search this up 100% after I'm done stream.
Or as Cup would say, you're living it now.
Yes.
Possibly.
Oh yeah, they put Beachcomber back out.
Send my Transformers Wreckers nuke to a bunch of people.
Whoa. I got a bunch of stuff sitting in my pile of loot. When did that hit?
Now, see, I really like that design right there. It's simple, but it's also beautiful. Like it really brings out his personality.
I got this guy right here on my desk because this is the one that I happened to find downtown at the used bookstore of all places.
Once we are done viewing pictures.
Yeah, right before they reissued him, and I'm glad they did because he's a good figure and more people should get to own him. And he basically didn't get any distribution.
My goal is
Yeah,
to
I never
pre-order.
saw any toys from that wave.
Yeah, nobody did. People joked that they must have fallen off the boat or something. Anyway,
Yeah,
here he is in his
somewhere in
vehicle
the
mode.
bottom of the Panama Canal or something.
And my favorite thing about this is
Or
he
he got
comes with
blown up by something.
comes with the little
Yeah, comes with
parrot
the
that he
bird.
talked to in Golden Lagoon. And it's fully painted and everything. You can't see it too clearly here, but it's got the eyes and everything.
That
Yeah,
came with it?
he's
Wow,
really
is he that
solid.
big?
Yeah, he's smaller than your average deluxe because he's like a mini bot. Here's Gears. I got him in his vehicle mode too. He's bigger than Gears is, so he's got that going for him.
Mr. Magnus, what's your current beachcomber toy?
Probably the Power of the Primes one because that's what most people have. That's what
No.
I had too.
Now, why do you keep making them get up?
He's just trying to get my steps in for
Exercise,
the day.
exercise, exercise.
Yeah.
Well, me wanting to see characters.
Oh, it's like he
Yep.
sits down.
Are the
and-
Primes Beachcomber?
Yeah, I have him too. Really, also a really good figure. Like the new one is a slight improvement because it's got more posability, got more accessories, a little bigger, a little more proportionate. But the old one's pretty solid too.
Yeah, I don't think that new one is going to fit very well on this board I got over here with all my mini bots on it.
Right now,
It's
my
gonna-
plan is to save up all my money from spring lawn mowing, and after that, and whatever money I had from snow shoveling, I'm going to pre-order Beachcomber, buy Cosmos, and search for any of the other missing mini bots. I think I'm missing Pipes, so I might get him since he's 12% off on Big Bad Toy Store. He's only $12, so I might pick him up.
I mean, I don't think it'd be something that anybody's interested in, but I saw a pre-order for a collaboration between Transformers and Sonic characters.
I mean, I liked those movies. I'm vaguely interested.
It was like, I think it was like Sonic and Tails, and they turned into like race cars.
Yeah.
The Tails biplane looks nice in the plane mode. It looks accurate to that plane from the games.
Yeah.
And that was even even in Sonic 2 on Genesis. The Sonic's like I think it's like in some like 2000 something Sonic racing game.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Like,
They made a
don't
racing
care
game
about
and he
that.
changes into his car from that. Tails is the one that makes sense because everybody knows his airplane and he changes into that. So
I mean, like,
picture and messenger.
can we pull it up for anybody who hasn't seen it? Because they're really interesting. They just like the design alone intrigued me.
I haven't seen it
See
yet,
if I
so
can
I'd
find
like.
it.
What are they? What am I looking for?
I'll see if I can pull it up and then send it in our chat.
I do got the Sonic Prime, the universe where the different Robotniks are in charge, and you have Tails who never met Sonic, and he has like 8 mechanical tails, or no, 7 mechanical tails in addition to his 2 organic tails, and he makes like alternate friends out of robots, so he has like a alternate Mecha Sonic.
Sorry for the background music.
Okay, so I'm sending it in our chat right now. I just found a link.
And besides the mini bots,
I just found a link too.
Besides me missing those mini bots, the only 2 other guys I need to try and get are a new Sideswipe and a Hot Rod, in which I'm gonna have to go for the Titans Return Hot Rod if
That's
I
a
can
good
even
figure.
find one.
Don't you dare.
I don't even know if I can find him on eBay for a good price. He's so expensive. On top of that,
Well, that's because you're looking on eBay.
well, he's going to be expensive everywhere else because he's going to be in box.
Yes, but eBay is the worst place to look because everything is double the price.
I don't know. A lot of times I find Amazon even worse than eBay.
Oh, that's true.
Last few years, I'm like,
They're selling 86 Hot Rod on Amazon for like 160 something.
You got 2 links. There you go.
Like seriously, it's insane what Amazon's prices are.
Jeff Bezos doesn't care.
Mr. Magnus, does 86 Magnus have waist rotation?
Yeah.
Just wanted to double check because I wasn't sure.
It would be
There's been a talk that a few toys have been not coming with their waist rotation abilities.
yeah. The new Bumblebee doesn't. The new VW Bumblebee.
Yeah, there it is. I am interested in these just because I like Sonic. They're
Why does
they're
that
they're
look
cool
like a
looking.
Rescue Bots repay and refresh? It looks like a Rescue Bots repay and refresh packaging.
Yeah. Their faces are kind of weird because they just have like the big blue empty eyes.
Yeah, that's the main thing I remember. I could see toy hacks if doing decals to give them the traditional eyes.
You know what? Yeah, that would be really easy for them to do.
Yep. And I could see them doing kind of like when they had like those cheap amendment sheets or just the cheap sheets that it's like just for the just one detail. I could see them even doing that.
Yeah, like just add pupils.
Yeah.
And looking at the packaging gives me a blast of the past of the old Rescue Bots packaging. Just from how it looks. Mainly because I'm seeing a police car. Like, Sonic looks like Chase as the police car for the old 4-pack packaging.
So it looks like the robot versions are from the game Sonic Racers.
Yeah, you can see the alternate modes in the corner of the package there.
Yeah, and I'm not too big of a fan of the design on Tails in the robot mode, the red. It looks fine, a plain version, but it looks weird just with like the small yellow and white here and then just nothing but red. I think, I don't know, it's just kind of looks all over the place.
Yeah, where I am with it is
Facebook.com.
where I am with it is I didn't put it on order, but if I see it in person, I might grab one because I enjoy the franchise.
And the eyes can be like painted too as well.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's,
I
Oh
got
my
some
goodness.
Gundam markers. I could probably do it myself.
That's kind of slightly disturbing what what Magnus is doing right there.
what's he doing? Uh-oh.
Twisting his
How his
waist.
legs are, like, that's kind of slightly disturbing to me.
He's turning and shooting,
Well,
showing you that he has waist movement.
Yes, which mine unfortunately does not have.
I shall be right back.
Without
Fall
the
in.
like from the from point of view, it looked a
it's
little
pretty
weird.
natural.
Not for me. Just to see.
I don't want to get you. You should be able to twist around that way to aim.
Yeah, just turning.
Oh boy. Everybody's ill and in pain.
But that link just before this one in the private messages has a picture of my mini bots on display here.
And since we keep mentioning them, I'm trying to think what the last mini bots we still need updates for is what Outback, which would be a retool, redeco of Braun.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't think of his
Swerve.
name. The red and white guy who's a
Swerve.
retool, redeco of
Swerve.
Swerve, and then
Swerve.
Power Glide. Is there any other mini bots we still need?
Sea spray. And
Yep,
we're talking
Oh
like
yeah,
we're
Yeah,
talking
there's
like
been a lot of people requesting a update of Sea Spray completely, and I mean, there's actual there's like at
I'm
least
not angry at the one I got.
yeah. When
yeah.
I say
I know I got the
updates, we're
Titans
talking about
Return
like
one.
I'm pretty sure that's the one
I
I've
don't
got. Is
got
the
any
Titan
Power
Return.
Glide.
yeah, we're saying this, but like
I mean,
they already
he's-
updated most of them in the older Legend scale. That's just slightly smaller than what we do now.
I wouldn't mind getting that that Legends Power Glide to use for my as a chess minion for my Red Team Optimus.
Hey, see, this is something in some of my more recent reviews I kind of talked about, where I'm like, I don't want to chase the dragon of perpetual updates too much because like they already did pretty much all of these guys in Titan's Return
What is
in like
that?
2016, 2017 or so, right? It's just that they've recently been redoing them as like slightly bigger
Stand back, you're
deluxes
pinned.
in like War for Cybertron and stuff, right? And I'm like, well, I don't feel like I ought to
And
want
my
to
old
get them
Red
all
Team
over again.
Optimus.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
all the red Autobots.
Yeah, all the red Autobots basically that were that I didn't have to customize to be red.
Nova Storm, It's Firefly, Blades, Ironhide, and Optimus, and Hot Rod.
No, Japanese Transformer, whatever the adjacent Japanese Transform Prime adjacent toy line, the Groove mode that got redeco as Override.
Yeah.
I did not know any of that.
What is that I've got a box set over here
See if
that's
I-
all red
Okay,
box.
yeah,
I
see
can't
it better
remember what
there
I bet
on
it's
the chest.
Tricredicus.
Victorion.
Oh, Victorion, yeah.
You got the lucky
Motorcycle.
one that both Fear Courage and Mr. Magnus got lucky in getting Victorion.
Yeah, I got a Victorion up there. It was a gift for my wife. So
Yeah, I got the
I still got it.
motorcycle from that set.
Speaking of Japanese, I saw the most interesting thing that I've never come across in a store before.
I want it.
I was
Yeah, it's a fun team.
I was at the video game store I go to, and for $350 I saw a boxed unopened version of the PS2 exclusive Transformers game from Takara.
Ooh. Now, I heard that game was not great, but it is interesting.
Yeah, so I've like watched footage of it on
Oh, yes,
YouTube,
you know.
and like the voice acting is really bad and it looks all clunky, but it looks like it came from like the 80s with a little bit of polish, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Isn't
Like,
it
the
kind of
funniest
like a
thing is, like-
Dynasty Warriors clone type game?
Yeah, it's a beat up lots of dudes type thing. The funniest thing is none of the voice actors sound anything like the G1 characters.
No, they all sound like they have bronchitis.
Oh, by the way, since I just transformed... Oh, there, yeah. I just found a photo of those guys, too. I just wanted to show their alt modes next to their robot
I
modes.
like is that a tennis racket hand?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It looks like either a tennis racket or a spatula or a pan.
The
Sonic's got
red
a
and
few
white
burgers on the
accessory or the
Red and white.
gold? Yeah, I can see why you think that.
That looks like the kind of power up you grab in the racing games. That may be what they're trying to do with that.
Yeah,
That they are gonna make me, if I buy this, they are gonna make me call that a spatula or a pan.
it was also interesting because I have this game stick and I randomly came across in Japanese a game. I was like, what is it? And so I clicked it and I pulled it up, and it was the first Transformers game from the Commodore,
Ooh.
which I'd never played before, where you play as Ultra Magnus.
Oh,
Is someone's
well,
cat
there's two
meowing in
different-
the background?
There's two
Yes.
different games you're talking about. The Commodore 64 game had you playing as lots of different Autobots. The one where you play as Ultra Magnus is Mystery of Convoy for the Famicom in Japan.
Okay, yes, it's that one.
Mm.
Yes, yep, it's that, and it's all in Japanese, and it's not a good game at all, but it's interesting to say I got to play this because I've never come across it.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny the Mystery of Convoy game has been getting a lot of recent attention. I'd say almost in the last year since like TFCon last year. We did have the game featured at our booth, but just coincidentally, a lot of different streams and people on the internet are slowly like rediscovering this game and talking about it now.
It's not good, but like, what's even funnier is on the top and on the bottom, above it was Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, and below it was the Japanese exclusive Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man.
And I was like, this is a really fun like list of games to play back to back to back.
Oh, by the way, since I transformed him real quick, here's the Titans Return Beachcomber next to
He
the
big.
scale.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He took
They-
a big mushroom.
He even transforms most of the same. They literally just made this guy bigger, gave him some new accessories, and then
Ankle
added a
tilt-
bunch of
ankle
joints,
tilt.
like ankle tilts, wrist swivels, like a few more joints, basically. That's
and a gun.
yeah, and a gun. Like this guy has a waist, this guy didn't.
Because Beachcombers is technically official gun is Micronus' minigun mode.
Yeah.
Because Micronus is his like little partner, as the packaging showed.
But yeah, like I got this new one because it's rare. I found one and it was really cheap. But it's not this week's review, it'll be next week's review, but I think my conclusion will be like, if you have this one, you're good, you know?
Well, mine's head. My beachcomber has the self-destruct button on his head just to keep splitting in half.
And then I
If
got the
it'll
model
bring
kit
up,
too.
Spin, can you bring up that picture that I sent you?
Let's see.
And after that, can I share the stop motions? Since we
Where
are
is it?
running
Is it
short
in a
on time.
private chat or in the Facebook
Yeah,
group?
it'd be not the last one I sent, but the one before it.
I did come across some figures that I'd never seen before that I want to take pictures and send to you guys because they don't transform, but they're a decent size, and each one has like three different heads to them.
That
And they
sounds
have
like a quintesson.
no, no, it's not like a quintesson. It's like Megatron and Optimus and stuff, but they're
I mean, it's
just
like
like
interchangeable heads.
yeah, like interchangeable
I
heads.
mean,
Quintesson Prime?
Like, and
knowing
one
my
of them
Rain
even
Man
has
mass
like
abilities, I could probably tell you what they are just by looking at them.
yeah,
Like impactor,
I'll
not
send a
rotating heads all on the toy at once. He
I know,
means
I'm just trying to
heads you
pull
can,
some people's legs.
yeah, one of them even had Megatron smiling, and they were like officially like branded, and they're all G1 characters, but they're like the size of like the first Unicron.
Whoa, that's huge.
Yeah, and I came across, I had never seen them before, and
Oh
they
my
had
goodness.
multiples, and so I want to take pictures
So,
and see if any of you guys had seen them because I've never
I
seen
have
something
half
like
of
these
these
before.
guys. I have.
See, there's Beachcomber right there, center right, third row. And if I put that great big one in there, I think it's going to offset. I mean, the rest of these are pretty well scaled together at the right sizes.
I have Huffer, Gears, Hubcap, Warpath, 86 Bumblebee, Windcharger, 86 Wheelie, and well, the Beachcomber, and my tailgate is broken right now, so I need to get a new one.
It's funny, like the way I collect, the way I buy things, but then also sell them. There's a lot of guys there that I've owned, but I have since like moved on. So I have owned probably most of the guys in this photo, but like never at the same time. Never had Pipes or Huffer. Always kind of wanted them. Never had Warpath either.
I
But
got Warpath when he was out. I went to my comic book shop in a mall basically and got Warpath because I never owned Warpath. I got Hubcap and Huffer from Christmas. Gears was a birthday buy. Beachcomber and Windcharger and Tailgate I all got from when they were out, and I was just trying to get more Transformers. And then 86 Bumblebee I got last year for the day before I left for vacation. And besides that, that's really it.
yeah, it's funny to think that like I've owned most of those guys, but not at the same time.
Pipes and Huffer.
Oh yeah, the originals.
Yeah.
Mini bots are pretty much the perfect Transformers, so that's all you need.
They hang out with me on my desk.
Yeah.
Shall
there
I
you go.
share?
Oh yeah, let's see what you
Let's
got.
see what you have this week.
Nice, I like the spin.
Mm-hmm.
About time just to make sure everything.
You know, I always think a lot about how like the little guy in his chest is like a massive spoiler for the comic that he's from, but at this point, but they just like didn't care, just put it in there.
Wow.
And
So I after these they just put a bunch of figures out. I'm gonna send it in the chat. Would you mind pulling it up and helping me find something to pick out? Because they put a lot of cool stuff there that I think you guys would enjoy.
Cool. Okay. And better, let's see this one.
wait, nope. Wait, what's happening? My tablet is hating me today.
I'm
Of
just
course.
I'm just waiting to see it catch fire.
So I'm gonna have to call people for that. Wait, don't focus on this. Just wait.
There we go. I like the little moment of figure stand so that he can jump.
Thank you, Mr. Magnus, again for all those flying stands. Those things work very well. And let me find the final stop motion. If I can find it. And I hate my tablet. I have too many stop motions.
Ah, damn.
Well, here it is. I finally found it. This is the work in progress Transformers Prime thing I was working on. I think I finished. I think I had some new stuff. I'm not sure, but if anything, still. My head has been too scrambled to remember what I put all my stop motion stuff in.
Yeah. I'm surprised I've been getting my stuff out too. My brain's been pretty fried. Oh, it's the very beginning of the show.
Big metal tire clamp, impossible to remove.
I like the Hanna-Barbera-esque like landscape moving.
Mhm.
Insiding is my specialty.
New York's finest soil themselves.
You know me, RC. Mess with Cliffjumper.
And you get the horns.
I like the first person view.
Product complies with Autobot rule number 1. Keep a low profile.
What can I say? Patrolling for Energon out here in Dullsville gets lonesome. Almost makes me miss the Decepticons.
Like Jasper, Nevada's a party. We're alone wherever we travel on this rock cliff.
I'm getting a signal.
Need backup?
Do I ever need backup?
No, it is in this one. I had to put it in a different stop motion.
Well, that's plenty already.
Mhm.
I know I had to put it into a different stop motion, I'm assuming. Man, how thick-headed am I?
It's funny because like it's a really difficult assignment, especially when the humans are concerned. But the fact that you just started at the beginning of the episode, I'm just like, do the whole thing, do all 25-ish minutes of it.
Well, the plan is to do the entire thing. Okay, I know who all these guys are. I owned, actually, fun fact, Goldfire there, and Scoop, both of them.
Yeah. Oh, those heroes of Cybertron
Hey.
were the thing in the early 2000s. 'cause there
Yeah,
weren't a
I
lot of
really
G1
wanted
guys.
to buy them.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because there's just like random stuff put out like that every
Mhm.
single day, and you
Where
never
is
know.
this? Where is this? Because I'd be willing to go to this place and buy some stuff.
That's a bit out of your bike range.
It may not be in my bike range, but my parents might be willing to drive me there.
New
Okay,
York?
so you got Thrilling 30 Goldfire, which is just Goldbug because it didn't have the name at the time.
I can't tell who's behind it. It looks like it's another Goldfire, or it could be Chromia.
Then Titans Return Rumble, who was red at the time.
Mhm.
Heroes of Cybertron Sunstorm, which was like a non-transforming minifigure.
Creo Shockwave.
Yeah, and then you go down there, it's
Mixed
Studio
Master.
Series Mixmaster, part of Devastator. A reissue Astro Train, I think.
I
Mhm.
can't.
Probably
Yeah.
the Walmart version.
Who's next to Mixmaster? I can't tell who that is.
Me neither. I need more visual information. Then you got Thrilling 30 Scoop, the Autobot Target Master.
Yep.
And then, an Optimus looking at his communicator from Heroes of Cybertron. Yeah, those were they came out right at the start of the 21st century, and they were just these little non-transforming little figurines of the whole G1 cast, and you couldn't really get the whole G1 cast at the time, so those were very popular back in the day.
My parents got me Goldfire a while back, and he's the reason why I ended up getting Nightbeat later on,
Mhm.
because I thought Nightbeat was Mirage. Like, people did stop motions. I watch stop motions, and people called them Mirage.
Yeah.
I don't get why. But after I got him, it was for a picture day. My parents took us to our Harrisburg Mall. We walked down in the under half of the mall, and my mom finds this comic book shop, actually, and both of my parents walk in there and get me Scoop as a gift, and I just play around with him on the way to the picture photos. and just have a wonderful time with the toy. The toy now, unfortunately, is broken just because of how old he was.
Yeah. One of my very few vintage G1 guys here. Mr. Magnus sent it in a care package back in the day. I have a G1 scoop. The Target Masters aren't quite right. They're actually from a different figure, but they're the right color, so it's kind of close. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay. But yeah, it's pretty close to the update. It's just smaller and chunkier and a bit less posable. But yeah, it's the original. And,
It all came in this care package because I know Mr. Magnus sent me a care package already.
Oh, this was like a year or two ago.
Yep.
That last link that I just sent you, Spin, you need to put that up and let everybody see this.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness. Something tells me this is either going to make me wish I got scared by a glitter package or something of the sorts.
It's just something that I never would have thought of happened, but
Oh, I'm positive or negative. Could denote not a lot.
All right.
This cough is making me jump out of my seat.
Yeah.
Also, after the stream, can we end the arm kibble madness with my name? Because I already got called in my comments arm kibble monster.
Oh, there it is. What are we looking at? Oh,
Look at his left foot.
Holy!
Oh, that thing.
Look at his left foot. Sold out.
ooh. Wow.
Jesus!
You mean enough people wanted the roommate class person to sell it out?
The divorce
47
class, as I've
inches.
seen it described.
Yeah,
Yeah.
divorce class.
Jeez.
Now, if you scroll down, it shows you his sizes. Right there.
Oh!
47 inches.
47 and a quarter inches from head to top. From the head top.
There.
That's as tall as my seat!
Yeah. He's basically a person.
If I bought that, everybody in my class would be jealous.
Nah, some things are just too big, man. Every photo of this I've seen, I'm like,
Nope.
What would you guys do if I just walked into
Well,
here?
your cats might like it. They might see it as a cat condo.
yeah, you know what? Yeah,
What
That's how
would
you could justify it to Jess.
it's not Autobot City. It's like it's Catabot City or something.
Meow
Catabot
City. But what would you guys do if I just walked in here having Metroplex chilling with me and I say I got this for free?
Oh, God.
Uh,
Well, I'm trying to think of the YouTuber TJ Omega. Someone gave him a HasLab Unicron. He was like, and he was speechless. He's like, I didn't ask for this. I mean, thank you, but why? So
that would be my
expensive.
reaction too. I don't even know where I'd keep that in my house, and that's just Unicron, much less this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Freakenstein got for $20 in a Legacy Metroplex.
Oh,
Complete.
jeez. I would absolutely cop that for $20. That's like nothing.
You got
Yeah.
it from like a yard sale, I think.
Ah,
You got for $25, $20 or $25, I forget, but it was completely complete.
The original or the Legacy?
Legacy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting the Legacy Cybertron Metroplex just because I have the Giant Planet Cybertron Minicon set.
I
Which was a submarine, a
buy-
jet with 2 missiles, and a crane/ladder truck.
With all the money I made from snow shoveling, and then on top of my birthday money and all my other money I made, I could have bought him, or I could have bought the what's their name? I forget what the Bruticus name is. It's it's a big Bruticus. I forget what it's called.
which company made it?
Man, how do I forget this?
Oh, is it Ocular Max? Because I know they did one recently.
It wasn't that one. It was.
EFM?
Say again.
You said Bruticus. I'm thinking Minosaur.
I'm thinking Bruticus.
My wife just came in and handed me a bag of Jolly Rancher gummies, so this is a good day.
Can you throw some of those through this through the camera?
Yeah, I'll open the window and huck one like really hard
There
south.
you go.
Mr. Magnus, do you own a Bruticus by any chance?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Can you
Why?
go and grab that
Look.
Bruticus? Because I think I'm thinking of the
Mine's-
correct Bruticus.
Mine's the Jim Bow oversized one.
I would like to
I
draw
think
attention
that's the
to
one I was
my
close to
cat.
buying.
Give me the screen for a second.
Oh,
Kitty's
cat.
head bopping.
What is happening?
Wait, I shall bring my cat.
This is her show now.
This is
Hey,
going
we're
to
still
be a
in
short.
part one.
Clip
That's
it.
not like
Clip
me.
the kitty.
Disrespect the police.
There you go.
Yep, that's the Bruticus I was trying to buy.
Is that the Ocular Max one, probably?
No, this is Jim Bow oversized.
Ah,
And what is it, like a upscale of the Combiner Wars?
Nope.
Yes, but
Slightly.
I've got the little core Starscream on his shoulder, and the core Megatron in his fist, recreating that scene.
Me Bruticus hates you. I will throw you.
Yeah, Mr. Magnus, since I know you have Swoop, was there any joints on him you found particularly hard to do? I had the hardest time getting his one wrist to come back out, having the chest to reopen to put his head down, and getting this part, the little tip of his gold head,
No,
to
I
get him
don't think I had any
transformed back
problems with
into
mine.
robot mode. I was like, that's why I was grunting about like.
I
Also,
don't think I had any problems with mine. It's been a few weeks since I've messed with him.
Granted, this is my first time transforming him to and from, so maybe it'll be easier hereafter. But holy
the joints
crap!
get loose.
Now, you know what? I would say we'll hold on to that note on Swoop because we do have to switch over to our Telatran 2.
to be continued.
To be
To
continued.
be continued, but the chat.
In the last
Why
comment,
the I am destroyer thing?
RJ Eagle says, newsflash, I am the destroyer.
That thing in your other streams made me laugh.
Well,
So
I think the
hard, I was
destroyers
coughing my head out.
I think the destroyers are probably going to end up in our Telatran 2 segment. So thank you guys for hanging on in Telatran 1 and catch for
I will
everyone
try
in the
to live
comments
for the
and
next
watching
one.
later. You find
Yeah,
all
take
of
care of
us-
yourself.
Yes, in the description. Yes, an impactor, take care of yourself, Cam. I'm going through the exact same thing for the last
Yeah,
week
me
and a
too.
half.
Bruticus online.
And RJ Eagle says, Magnus, you should add to the scene when Minosaur came and knocked his lights out.
Well, if his case is big enough for both of them.
There you go. So we're going to end this side of the stream and jump into Telatran 2. So to all are one.
Wreck and
Till our
roll.
one.
Oh, one. Yeah. And wreck and roll.
We now return you to the Children of Primus.